than the state of California.
California Governor Gavin Newsom surprised supporters of high-speed rail when he stressed the importance of building a small route through California's Central Valley while highlighting the difficulties of completing the full project from San Francisco to Los Angeles.
Been able to ride the systems all around the world and am jealous.
Rod Diridon Sr. served as the former chair of California's High-Speed Rail Authority from 2001 to 2003 and is known as the father of modern transit service in Silicon Valley. This train station in the city of San Jose bears his name. Diridon says the high-speed rail project has had to contend with numerous lawsuits.
You have opponents who are concerned about the project because they want to protect their land and they get a better value for the land if they fight. At the same time, we have opponents who are not credible, like the oil companies who don't like high-speed rail because it will reduce the amount of fuel they can sell to short-hop airlines or to automobiles.
Diridon believes Governor Newsom is not going to quit on the full project from LA to San Francisco, despite the original estimate of $33 billion that's now ballooned to between $77 and $98 billion, and the date of completion moving from 2022 to 2029.
And you can't tell me that the richest state in the richest country in the world can't afford it. When countries like Spain that are going into bankruptcy and Morocco and Turkey can afford high-speed rail. We can afford it. It's a matter of doing it.
So what the voters voted for was something that was incredibly appealing, but it was always pie in the sky.
Stanford history professor Richard White is the author of Railroaded, which examines the history of the Transcontinental Railroad. He says one reason there are no high-speed trains in the U.S. is the economics.
What you make money in railroads is hauling freight, not hauling people. And in the United States, particularly with the creation of Amtrak, they siphoned off the old passenger traffic, gave it to the government, which is always going to be at a loss.
White says another problem is that land values go up near stations where passengers disembark. Thus, while property values go up for private investors, it's essentially a huge subsidy paid for by the public, money they don't get back. And yet another problem is that most U.S. cities are not built with high-speed rail in mind.
You get off a high-speed train in Japan or in Paris or in China, you immediately connect to a vibrant public transportation system. In the United States, that is not the case. You end up someplace, probably you're going to rent a car, which was the whole idea of not taking it to begin with.
If you comment on what you see now and say, we're not perfect for high-speed rail, maybe you're right. But think about what we're going to be 20, 30, 40 years from now. And then you'll realize this is the perfect time for high-speed rail.
Despite tech companies already working on everything from Hyperloop tunnels to self-driving cars, Diridon insists demand for high-speed rail will remain high because it's a proven technology that helps keep drivers off the road. Mark New, CGTN, San Jose, California.